Welcome back. You're watching the Power Breakfast Show. Now, this Friday, we're taking a tour around Ethiopia. As you've seen, our entertainment this morning is courtesy of the Joka Band. We'll, of course, be getting to know much more about them much later. But I want to quickly introduce our guest. We have Mr. Nardos Melako of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. A very good morning to you, sir, and thank you for coming.
Good morning.
Of course, we'll be and we'll be talking about the church and way of living of the Ethiopians. And then I quickly hand you over now to Willis Raburu. Tell us what's going on that end.
Yes, kama kawaida unajua ukiniona mimi chakula tu na warembo, of course. So those two things. So again, like Hilko said, it's all about the Ethiopian culture. As you can see, there's a lot of food that has been prepared here, and we're going to have an opportunity to taste all of them. Man, any questions, comments, and views, the hashtag to use is Power Breakfast on Twitter. The hashtag on Twitter is hashtag Power Breakfast, and the SMS number is 22422. Of course, all this courtesy of Campia Lounge, and we'll be talking to them a little bit later on. As you can see, warembo wako niambie AY akaenda sasa ndio. But first, let's sit over to Kurigo, then we'll come back.
All right, thank you very much, Willis, for that. And Nardos, let's start the conversation. And maybe you can explain to us what the Orthodox Church is.
Okay. The Orthodox Church is a church like any other Christian church, but with some major and minor differences.
Okay.
Now, when we talk about the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, we go back. According to the Christianity, we go back 2,000 years back in history, both biblical account and historical account. And the church started as a continuation of the Judaic system. That is, the Mosaic laws were practiced in Ethiopia.
Yes.
Yeah. You see, the people of Ethiopia and Israel, we had a relationship back way back 4,000 years. So you see, that relationship brought about interactions in terms of religious and cultural exchange.
Okay.
So we tend to trace so many similarities in terms of culture and religion. All
right. So what would you say is the major difference between you and, or rather, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church and the Christian churches most of us would know about?
Okay. It is also a Christian church.
Yes, it's a Christian
church. For the information. Now, when we talk about differences in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, we have order of worship. You see, that order of worship is different, and also we have dogmatic differences. That dogmatic difference arises when we talk about incarnation. So if you have seen in the church, it's written the Ethiopian Orthodox Tawahedo Church. The word Tawahedo is the difference. It makes it different in a way that when we explain about the incarnation of Jesus Christ, that is God becoming man and man being God. So differentiating these two now created different churches. We have various denominations based on that.
Based on that?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, there's the Ethiopian Orthodox Church here in Kenya. About how many people attend the service on Sundays?
It's really easy to give the exact number, but almost 800 to 1,000 people.
Okay, and do you have what you'd call foreigners?
Yes.
Coming for the services like me? Can I walk into your church and come and worship with you?
Anyone is welcome to come and be part of the worship system. We have Kenyans who are intermarried.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, in good number.
Yes.
They come and they are part of the family. Yeah.
And the final question before we go to Willis, in regards to the church, I have come across quite a number of Ethiopians, going to church, and I've noticed that they tend to wear white.
Yes.
What does that symbolize? First, is it a must? And if it is, what does it symbolize?
Now, the white clothing, church-wise, it has its own explanations. Culturally, dresses are made out of cotton.
Let's talk about church-wise. We'll come back to culture.
Okay. Church-wise, white dresses symbolize, as you know, in the Bible, when divine orders reveal, the revelation of divine activities, such as, if you remember, the transfiguration.
Yes.
Jesus appearing in white dazzling appearance, the clothing and everything. And in the revelation it says that in the last days, the coming of the Son of God, and taking the righteous ones on his right, dressed in white, and the others on the other side. So it symbolizes purity, hope, and the dressing code itself is supposed to communicate decency.
Okay.
People don't go to church to compare clothing. So everyone is dressed in...
Is it a must for all of us to wear white if you're coming to your church?
Not compulsory.
Not compulsory.
Yes.
But a lot of people tend to dress in white because of what the reasons you've told us.
One of the main reasons is, you see, church is supposed to be a place of people and connecting with God. In that process, there should be no distraction. You understand what I'm saying, yeah?
Yes.
For example, if there is a wrong dressing code in the church, there will be
wrong message.
Conduct.
There will be clashing.
Yeah. So to avoid that, everyone dresses fully decent.
Yes.
And to the events.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's go to Willis quickly before we come to your Joka band to find out more about them and the music they do. But for now, Willis, let's have a taste of Ethiopia.
All right, exactly. A taste of Ethiopian. Campion Lodge is here, and they've prepared a different set of foods, and we'll just allow the lovely lady here to introduce herself, and then you'll tell us about the type of foods.
Okay. My name is Elsie Yosef. I'm from Campion Lounge, and today we want to show our food, that is Ethiopian dishes. Yeah. As you can see here, this is the main one. It's called injera. It's a sourdough, and it's like a flat bread. So this one, you'll put the stews, but most people, they prefer when it's mixed. Yeah. So they put different kind of stews around it. And then they eat it. But maybe I can show you how we are going to serve it.
Yeah, well, sure.
Yeah.
And then you'll also tell us like what exactly.
Yeah. So for example, this one is chicken. It's chicken stew, but it has also some eggs. That is boiled eggs, and then we drop them inside. So we just serve this one.
So this is what? How is this made? What kind of? What?
This one is onions, tomato basically. That is what makes the stew, but a lot of onions. And then we have chicken. Yeah, as you can see, we have chicken here. Then you have it's called dorowat. These are it's called dorowat in Ethiopia. Yeah, doro, it's chicken. So what is stew? So it's called this is a chicken stew. It's made special for special people when you have guests, maybe for celebrations like Christmas, Easter parties, and when you have special occasions. Yes. Yeah. And now this one is called shiro. Not the name of our lady.
Not shiro.
No.
Shiro wajiro.
Yeah. Now this one. Yeah. Now this one is chicken peas. It's ground and made in boiled water with, of course, seasoning of some small tomatoes and onions as well. So this one, we normally call it mixed dish. We place them around the injera. This is the same like that. Yeah. And you know, Ethiopian food, we are very strong in meat. So we love meat, but also we have veggies. Yeah. As my brother was explaining, they're Orthodox. Sometimes they have a fasting period, so they don't eat meat. So our food is a mixture of both the meat and the vegetarian. So like this one is just the French beans and the carrot with some seasoning, of course. Then we just place it around. And this one is a part of the vegetarian also. This is potatoes with carrots and some seasoning. Yeah.
Potatoes, carrots, seasoning.
Yeah. So we just place around. We didn't carry all of our dishes. We have many, but we couldn't carry because of we were just doing sampling. Yeah. So once the food is served, Ethiopians normally they don't eat alone, especially if you are in a house, a family. We don't eat alone. That's why you see I have a very big plate. Like a tray.
This is not all mine.
Not yours. We have to eat together. We are not Ethiopians normally they don't eat alone. So when you go to Ethiopian houses, you'll rarely find the small plates like this one. Yeah. So we normally use this one. We place on the table, everyone, they wash their hands, and us, we eat with our hands.
Okay.
We don't eat with spoon and the culturally and the knife. So we eat with our hands. So how to eat this?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll come to the eating bit later, because we want to go back there. But before, now amesema hii ati si yangu paka yangu. So clearly, one Robert Karanja cannot eat Ethiopian food. At the back here, we have also coffee, and I'll just also allow both of you to introduce yourselves. You can use this mic.
Yeah.
You can introduce yourself.
This is Amu Yosef from Campia Ethiopian Restaurant.
All right.
And my name is Manal Bamatras, and I'm one of faithful clients.
All right. Okay. All right. So tell us about the coffee.
Yeah. The coffee ceremony is a very important occasion in Ethiopia.
So it's a ceremony?
Yeah, it's a ceremony in itself.
Okay.
And something about coffee in Ethiopia. This one is made 3 times in a day.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. The ceremony itself takes 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
So the lady of the house, in the morning, she wakes up 2 hours, maybe when the whole family is awake, or maybe some of them they're sleeping, she starts setting up. It's a process. And it's very, 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 I said, important in Ethiopian culture.
Okay.
So what happens is, as you can see here, we have some, this is coffee.
This is coffee.
Yeah, the green one. So what happens when we don't buy the powder.
Okay.
So we roast them ourselves in the house. That's why I'm telling you it takes 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we roast them. So after roasting, it will be like this.
Okay.
So we roast them and we make sure it's even. That one you achieve by shaking it, maybe in the pan. After that, it is ground. We use the normal traditional equipment for grounding, and then after grounding we have the powder.
All right.
This is the powder.
Okay. So this is the final.
This is the final one that is going to be used. Not I've said we don't normally use just the powder like normally they do in some other places. Yeah. We must start with this. Then you have to roast it, and then you have to make it in the powder.
Okay.
Yeah. So after all that, this is the special. It's a clay pot. It's called jabana in Ethiopia.
Jabana.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one is the one that after boiling the coffee, you put it here. You pour it inside here. After that, we have some special small cups and the small saucer for drinking the coffee.
Let me see how that can.
Yeah.
This can fit in my hand.
Yeah. So that's it.
So why is it this small?
It is that small first because we don't take coffee only on 1 round.
Okay.
We normally take coffee in 3 rounds.
Okay.
That is, the first round is served, the people are given. And also this is to create a platform for people to socialize. You'll see that when they're taking coffee, you'll invite your neighbors, you'll invite your friends. You know, in the morning you can't do it here, but in the villages, that's how they do. You don't take coffee alone with your family. The neighbors will pop in. So this, why it's small, it's because it's taken 3 times. And also to create time, as the second round is being prepared and the third round, which is being prepared, creates time for people to talk, to socialize, to talk about politics and gossip also. Yeah. So maybe I'll just serve you and I'll show you. So this is the final product of the coffee.
Okay.
In a family setting, the coffee is normally served by the youngest in the house.
Okay.
Maybe if it's the youngest daughter or the last born or the youngest person in that house, then she goes around serving all the people. And we normally don't take it once. We take it. There's a second round and there's a third round.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the youngest will serve it.
Yeah, the youngest in the house.
So in our case, kwa huyo mwashigadi, wendo ungeservi mwashigadi. Oh yeah. So a toast to
Ethiopian coffee.
Yes, to coffee and beauty. Yeah, this is really good.
And Ethiopian mostly they don't add milk in their coffee. We like it black and very strong, but some they can add milk and sugar just to it. But mostly they like it black and strong.
They like it black and strong like Kenyan men. Black and strong. Okay. So this the food here we need to. We're told there's a way that you because we're going to go the other side. There's a way you're supposed to you cover it. Here? Yeah,
but already this one is the one that you're supposed to be covering. This one, okay.
Yeah, we can just.
Yeah, I was telling you, we don't use normally in Ethiopia culturally, it's not our custom to use these plates.
Okay.
But you see now we are going out of the country, or most of us are not in the country, or you have a visitor who is not Ethiopian, they really don't know the culture. So what happens is, this is the same injera, this is the flat sourdough, I've said. So we cut it, so when someone wants to eat alone, you just, we've already cut it, you just place how much is enough for you.
Okay.
Maybe 2. Then you serve yourself. Yeah.
So you do the
you do the serving, just what I've done here.
Okay.
Yeah, according to the portions that is enough for you. Yeah.
So what is this?
This is called mesop. This is where we store our injera, or some bread, or some food. Yeah. Generally, and it's also a form of beauty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very beautiful because it has its cover. Yeah. So when the family has finished to eat, we just cover the remainder, which will be eaten, because we normally injera, it can stay even two days.
Okay.
Yeah, and even when it stays longer, it gets sour. So there's a way we also prepare it, so we don't throw food. Yeah.
All right, so you can see there's all this. We took time to explain all this so that tukirudi atuanze kukula musikasirike. So sasa we explained most of the things. Of course, we'll also invite Mutegi to come a little bit later on. But for now, I want to toss it back to Kirigo, and then meanwhile, tunaweza onja, but tutaonyesha the way it's done a little bit later on. So Kirigo.
All right, thank you very much, Obelis. And of course, this morning we've had the Yejoka band here in studio. They've been entertaining us, and we want to find out more about their music. And my friend here, his first name is very hard. I just remember Solomon. Remind me your first name.
My first name is Jonathan. Jonathan Solomon.
Jonathan Solomon. What does that mean? What does Jonathan mean?
Jonathan is just a direct translation for Jonathan.
Oh. Wow, pretty easy. Okay, all right, so quickly introduce us to your band music, then we can go into the music, you know, your culture when it comes to music. Yeah.
Okay, my band consists of 3 types of music. This is an Eritrean singer.
Okay.
She's in Tigrinya. Her name is Zegu. She sings in Amharic. Her name is Chuchu. And his name is Fatana. He's our keyboardist, and he also sings in Amharic and Oromo music.
Okay, explain to us, yeah, there's Amharic, I've had Amharic, Tigrish, there's something else you said, I've forgotten. Oroma, yes. How does that fuse to become your music?
Okay, you see, just like the way Kenya, we have many tribes inside, we're about 43. So when you're clarifying us, you ask someone, wow, which tribe are you? He says, I'm Habesha. Just general term. The culture, the behaviors, most of the things are all the same. The music, just that sometimes this is a special instrument for musicians.
Yeah.
Actually,
okay, let's use this mic instead.
Okay, this he made it himself at our shop. He made everything by himself.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's called a kerar. I don't know what's called in Swahili or English.
Kerar.
Kerar, yeah.
Kerar.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's composed of 6 strings, and he just plays it, just playing like the Luo called nyatiti.
Nyatiti.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. It's like the nyatiti.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So the music is mostly uplifting for dancing, so that because we kind of live in a brotherhood way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't normally take other people as our enemies. So whenever we come to a place, you're drinking, you don't know who the person, but you just sit with them, join them. So because the music makes you brings the togetherness together.
All right. Yeah. And what are some of you know, the lyrics? Of course, you sing in your native language. What do you guys talk about? What do you guys sing about? Okay,
the songs are different. There's love songs. You know, political songs. They're all kind of those things.
But okay, maybe what I wanted to ask is, for the untrained ear, the ear that hasn't listened to Ethiopian music before, or Habesha music rather before, you feel like it all sounds the same.
Yeah, it kind of sounds the same because of the syllables and everything in the language itself. But persons who have known it for well actually they know the difference. Like when he sings and when she sings, you can tell a complete difference because first of all, the type of song is different, the language is different, and also the hype for the music is also different.
Okay. We saw her dancing a bit earlier, and there was like a 2-step thing she was doing, really basic movements. Do they signify anything?
It's just a dance move.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no simple thing because they normally move their shoulders, just like the luyas and the luyas. Yeah, that's the main thing. But now when it comes to the cultures, the Oromo have their own dance. The Amharic have their own dance, and the Tigrinya also have their own dance. But sometimes they can also be fused.
Yes.
Become one.
They can be merged and become one.
So like the way we do in Yejoka, we just don't on Wood Avenue.
Yes.
we normally have a love band. We have all type of people, even Somalis joining, Kenyans.
That's what I was going to ask you. I mean, now with the coming of many Ethiopian restaurants, EthIopian being down the road here from us, do you see many Kenyans who are coming, and not particularly to eat, but just to listen to the music that is being played?
Yeah, we do. Actually, people come, they just come inside. They don't know the music, they don't know the lyrics, but they just come in, dance, have a good time. Because there's no segregation. There's no like, this guy's from here, this guy's from here.
Yes.
When you come inside, when the music just combines everything.
We're all together.
We're all together, yeah.
It is said your music is long, your songs are long, can take up to 10 minutes, like Rumba, Lingala, is that true?
Yeah, that's quite true, because there's a lot of meaning in the songs, so they need to clarify it, bring something very many meanings inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't know how we're going to do this, because we want to see her dance, right? But then we still have a different part of this interview, so we'll come back to that. But then let's also talk about her dress code when it comes to music. Is this how the Habesha ladies dress?
Yeah, this actually is a traditional clothing for the Habeshas. It's very common. People normally wear them going for parties, weddings, just to signify, just for the colorful. It's even how colorful it is.
Yes, yes.
So the same way that she has the blue one, you can find white. Many other different colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll be coming back to you guys to dance for us and to sing for us in a bit. But then I want to come to Nardos here and just speak to him about, we're talking about dressing there, and you can see that lady, she's in a very colorful dress, very happy, beautiful dress. But let's go back to the history. A lot of cotton is used in creating your outfits. Does that symbolize anything in particular?
Now, when it comes to the dressing code, now, you talk about the available material to make a garment, a specific clothing. Cultures develop over time.
Yes.
It's not
you wake up one day and
instantaneous activity.
Yes.
It's a process.
Yes.
So in that process, people tend to develop machines, like we have the traditional weaving machine.
Yes.
That is used to make these dresses.
What you're wearing.
Yes.
Okay.
So some of them are also hand weaved. Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming the ones that are hand woven are more prestigious and more, of higher value.
Yes. Yes. But generally, the color is because of the available material. Yeah.
Okay. So if it's white, I mean, doesn't mean that it has to be white or blue or red. It's available.
But there's something we also we need to connect now. You see, the church influenced the culture of the people. The people go to the church in their entirety in the past centuries.
Yes.
Like I told you, it has been a state religion for thousands of years. So that is an influence on the dressing code, the language, the scripture, the language, the literature.
Yes.
And also the tradition. For example, you see, when you are talking about the music, if you come to church and you listen to the church hymns, the hymns, we have the church hymn scales and also the music scales.
Okay. I get you.
They have very strong relationships.
Yes.
So when you listen to this one and you listen to the other one, you find so many things related, in common. The same way that happens in the dressing, in the language, in the literature, and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, do you get offended when you see other people wearing your outfits, your dress?
No, it's so beautiful.
Yeah?
It's so nice.
You accept?
It is. Okay, I don't like the idea, personally, I don't like the idea that that's the idea that says that system is mine.
Yes.
There's nothing like that.
Yes.
If a certain culture is good and you are from another background, if you like it, you are always welcome.
Yeah, always
you
welcome.
Come, you buy the dressing. Right now, if you go to these Ethiopian shops where they sell spices, these food compartments,
yes,
you find many Kenyans go there to buy the powders,
the spices,
yes, even the jevana for the coffee.
Yes.
So many things.
So you're allowed to do it.
It is open.
Okay.
Even just to make clear.
Writing.
The writing.
Writing and the calendar.
Okay.
What's different from it?
Yes, yes. Now, the writing descended back in the... We have a term called Ge'ez, if you've heard. That is the ancient Ethiopian script language. Now it is the church language. We use it in the church. If you come to church, the liturgy is conducted, the hymns, the singing is done in Ge'ez. The readings and the messages are communicated in the current language, that is the Amharic. Amharic and Tigrinya are derivatives of Ge'ez. Ge'ez is the mother language, including the alphabets. So the alphabet has 27 major alphabets, each standing for their own. So we don't have vowels and consonants and things like that. So everything stands for itself, and the writing, the alphabets are completely different from other. Only some letters are related.
Okay.
When it comes to the calendar, in the beginning I explained to her that the church traces back from the beginning of Christianity. In the Bible, if you go back, you find the Ethiopian eunuch who was baptized by Philip the apostle. When Philip baptized the Ethiopian eunuch, he was treasury minister. So when he came back with the knowledge of that the fulfillment of the coming of Jesus Christ, that is the salvation of human beings, has been done. So he came with the good news and with the calendar at the same time.
Where did the Ethiopian Jews come from?
The Ethiopian Jews?
Jews, yeah.
The Ethiopian Jews migrated from Israel and settled in Ethiopia. You know, in Israel we used to have upheavals, invasions. You know, when the Romans come and invade, some people lose their livelihoods. Like, if there is a certain invasion, people tend to migrate. If there is, for example, if they face invasions from the Middle East, from neighboring nations, or from far empires, they run away with their books, and that is why you see the difference in the Ethiopian system, because of so many things have been preserved for thousands of years in the caves, monasteries, and in secret places.
Some Ethiopian Jews went to Israel. You still have Ethiopian Jews?
Yes. So most of them have gone. Most of them have gone back. When Israel was reformed in 1948, they went back, and they are normally called falashas.
Yeah, falashas.
Yeah. So they, after waiting for all those thousands of years, lastly the nation was formed, and then that reform now helped them to go back and resettle. So they are now part of the Israeli nation.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much for that. Now just that explanation. I want to see this lady dance for us, and you know, it's just feet movement and shoulders like the Luyas. All right, take it away.
right, so there you have it. Ule ni mwenye amejoin hapo na Solo. Solomon. Solomon amejoin hapo also from Campia, and hata yeye anaweza he couldn't resist. Which is good. And also Mutegi Njao is here. Mutegi, karibu. We are about.
You know what? Unfortunately, they didn't bring what I like most.
What do you like most?
Zikni and tips.
Yeah.
For the sake of display, we just brought some sample, but we have everything.
But I also like Doro.
Doro is also good. Yeah.
Doro.
Yeah.
Doro.
No, Doro.
All right. So let's. We've all washed our hands now. We want to be kuonyesha jinsi ya kukula. So go ahead.
So, as I said earlier on, Ethiopians, we don't eat alone. So we eat with a family. I wish there was a table here. It will be so good, but we can just use it there. We all assemble at the table.
Okay.
Then all of us, we eat from the same plate.
We will get a table. Just wait. Just relax.
This big chapati is made from
this one.
Not wheat.
No, this one actually is rice ground. It's rice flour. Because actually we are supposed to be using typhus like long grass in Ethiopia. That is the brown injera. But it's not easily available in Kenya. So that's why in Kenya mostly we use this the one that is made out of rice, and it's white. But the original one is supposed to be brown.
There is also teff.
That is the brown one. It's supposed to be the original one.
So we don't have teff here?
We don't have teff in Kenya.
Why can't you bring it to Ethiopia and cook it here?
Sometimes we bring it. Sometimes we bring it, but it's very costly, and also availability and transport.
You also didn't bring wine? Ethiopia?
No, ni asubuhi.
No. We would have.
Yes, this is good.
This is good.
Yes, this is good enough. All right, and also, of course, we'll ask you who you, just like Mutegi, you two are the most experienced here, because it looks like you also like the food, and you're a client of theirs. Tell us a little bit why you enjoy the food.
Okay, well, Ethiopian cuisine is like, it has just touched me. It has gone to my heart. And every other day, you will see me at Campia. All the employees, everybody knows me, because it's one thing that I just can't miss. Especially the nyama choma. Have you tried the nyama choma?
Coming soon.
Oh my God, it's just so yummy. But the coffee, I'm so addicted to it.
Yes.
So yeah, you can never go wrong. Campia's food
is the best.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how we dig in.
So how we eat this is you tear this one. Actually, after tearing it, this one we use it as a utensil, like a spoon. You know? Yeah, you use this one to scoop the food, and then you just fold it, and then you pop it in your mouth. You know?
Ladies and gentlemen, so is that specific size, or even this is okay?
According to
the size of my hand,
or the size of your mouth. What you can manage.
All right, let me see.
So, yeah. There's an egg. I said we normally share.
That is one.
So we break the egg and share.
That's the one that is made. That's the one that makes it contour.
Yeah, and then also we have a very important culture. We said when we are eating, we feed each other.
Okay.
This is called gursha in Ethiopia.
Gursha.
Yeah. So you'll never, when you come to Ethiopian restaurants or when you visit Campia, especially if the people eating they are Ethiopians, you'll always see them feeding each other. And many people ask, but this is a culture. It's customary, especially in a family or a house. You'll always find the husband feeding the wife, the mother feeding the children, and you continue eating up to
the husband feeding the wife.
Yes, and the husband feeding the wife, the mother feeding the children, and vice versa. Yeah. And we normally say we don't feed only once. For example, I don't just feed you once like that. I have to make it more than twice.
So you keep...
I keep on feeding. Yeah. That creates the bond in the family and the love in the family.
Ethiopian culture, y'all.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, as I said, we have a mixture of both vegetarians and meat. Like this one is chicken, we have beef stew, and also we have this, they call it Ethiopian nyamachoma.
Yeah.
It's fried with, if I can just, I think it's not hot. We can just place it maybe
let me just move
somewhere here.
This doesn't look like meat.
Yeah.
This one is called shekla. It's called shekla because of this clay pot.
You mean it's cooked through here?
No, we normally have a clay pot. We're frying it. Then when serving on the table, we serve it like this. It can be either beef or goat, according to your preference. And then it's seasoned with rosemary and onions. Very, very, very nice also. Yeah.
Yes.
This is just the best.
Now you know everybody's quiet because they have food in the bag. Okay.
It's not like the normal nyamachoma. It's just so amazing. The way it sizzles. You know when it's really hot? When it's really hot, it sizzles, and you can see, you can just try and see how the onions are well kept, how the taste comes out from your mouth. I always go for this.
Right. So I saw on somebody asking on Twitter, using the hashtag for breakfast, of course, that is it the on a light note, is it the food that makes the Ethiopian women beautiful?
Ethiopian women are appreciated generally.
Yes.
They are beautiful, but I can't say it's because of food. Because if it was because of food,
yes, everybody
can afford it, and everybody can get access to it. I think it's just the way we are created. We are diverse. We have Kushites, we have Nilotes, we have Bantus, and everyone has their own unique characteristics. So this beauty mostly is associated with Kushites, and Ethiopians happen to be part of the Kushite community. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, kuna mafans wanauliza na hii nitasema Robert Karanja. Nauliza kwamba what is the procedure for an Ethiopian man need the dowry? I don't know if you can help us as well.
What is
the procedure if I want to marry maybe one of them? What happened? What do I need to do?
Interact. You have to interact properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does he have to bring cows?
It depends on the family.
On the family?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are those who want cows, there are those who may require other things.
Like what?
It depends.
It's up to the family.
Yeah.
It's up to the family.
Yes.
Really work hard. Work hard, yeah? I have a question to ask before we come to the end. Yeah, I've noticed that the gentlemen have hair.
Yes.
Like have an afro going on. It's very hard for you to find an Ethiopian Eritrean who has shaved, you know, their hair. What's the reason behind that?
Hairstyle.
Yes.
Now, back in the days, like we go back 3, 4, 5 centuries, and then we try to visualize how lifestyle used to be. Now, that time shaving was difficult. It's a big deal. So there's no time
to start
thinking about very hard about the hair.
Okay.
So the Afro system became
part and parcel of
culture.
Okay.
And it stayed for long until we started the television age. The television age now started blending cultures.
Yes, modern.
For example, not in the rural areas.
Yes.
Let me be specific. When we talk about cultures, especially in Ethiopia, the rural area is completely like 80 to 90% different from the cities.
From what is in the city?
Yeah, especially the capital cities. Capital cities are full of problems. Just that is it. Everywhere.
Globalization,
yes. Capital cities are problematic.
Yes.
The culture is in problem always in capital cities.
Yes.
So now, the hairstyle, like in the 1970s and 80s in Ethiopia, it was Afro.
Yes.
And then when television now became popular, kids start watching TVs, they watch different hairstyles.
Of course.
Some adopt that, others don't. Yeah, for example, my father is strict on that case.
On the Afro?
Yes, not on the Afro.
Oh.
On this Okay, here we call it KPLC style. That is KPLC.
KPLC.
Yes, Kenya Power. That is.
Why do you call it that?
Have you seen these guys who shave half like this? Or they leave it, I mean the guys, they shave halfway and then in the middle power went. And they are left like
Is that what you're trying to say about my hairstyle?
No.
Is that what you're trying to say about my hairstyle?
For the ladies it's different.
The part disappears?
No.
Okay.
For the ladies it's different.
Okay.
I'm talking about the guys.
Okay.
But right now, people adopt various hairstyles.
Okay.
Yeah. Not specifically related to the culture.
Yes. No, thank you very much for joining us. Solomon, I want you here in a few minutes. But Raburu, want to come that side?
So yes, so we're back now. This is a different set altogether. This is fish. So explain to us how this is
Yeah, we are saying at Campia Lounge, we don't only serve Ethiopian dishes, but we have also continental. And one of our favorite recipe is this fish. This fish is roasted, and with the greens, we mix the greens of basil, leeks, and celery, and we marinate it, and we put it on charcoal just like nyama choma. It takes about 40 minutes to make one fish.
Wow, okay.
So normally people have to order before coming in. So this is a very a good one. This is also our part of our continental. We have also other dishes so that we can accommodate as many people as possible. As we say that Campia Lounge, we are not only a restaurant, but we are also a lounge where people can also come in the evening. Like I was asking for wine or drinks. We also have alcoholic drinks. We have wine, and people can just be relaxing in the evening. We have one of the best DJs, so it's like it's complete. It's complete lounge. We have one of the best entertainment. So. You can test this fish with this and tell me how it is.
So, is there a specific way?
No, you know, the normal way to eat fish. Yeah.
This is from where?
This samaki we get from here. Locally, we source it locally. Yeah. You can try, you can try. And this is plantain.
Plantain?
Yeah, it's served with plantain.
Plantain
is a delicacy of West Africa and Central Africa.
These are bananas?
They're not bananas. They are called plantain. They're very sweet.
This is the thing. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's a banana.
They're not bananas, but I think plantain and bananas, they're in the same family. Yeah, but this is a delicacy for West African and Central Africa.
And this is what?
This is mayonnaise for eating
mayonnaise.
with the fish. Yeah.
We are not inviting guests after the show. Kama unajua ufanyi kazi na baba usikuje.
You tried it? Yeah, try.
Yeah, this is okay.
Very nice.
Very nice.
All right. So of course, some people will be asking where you guys are located, and you talked about obviously the job, but where are you guys located, and how can guys contact you?
Yeah, we are located at Utali House ground floor behind Laiko Regency. It's called Campia Lounge. So when you come there, we are always open from Monday to Sunday. We are open every day, and we close very late because, as I said, we have a lot of entertainment going on in the evening, and we have our clients who would like to stay for maybe long hours. So we provide adequate entertainment. We are providing adequate, good music. Generally, we play general music. We don't just play Ethiopian music, but we can mix here and there sometimes. Yeah.
All right. So there you have it. If you want
If I come there, what wine from Ethiopia do I ask for?
We have a variety, but when you come, we just choose for you the best and give you.
What is it called?
We have traditionals. Some they are called H. So it's served in a traditional Ethiopian bottle. We have also that one, but we also have other varieties. We don't stop only Ethiopian wine, but we have also general, all the wines that are available.
So you'll be catered for.
Yeah.
And for those who don't drink wine, there's also soft drinks. People like us, they serve soft drinks. The ambience is just great, especially for those who work long hours. I can assure you that Campia is the place to be. The ambience is so relaxing, the music is just on point, and the food definitely to die for.
Yes, and of course, amekuwa akisema baba lazima tumjue jina angalau. Tuambie jina pia.
Naitwa Devans Lumbasio. Mimi ndio manager wa Campia Lounge.
So hapa hii chakula kwanza nimesema shukrani sana.
Karibu sana.
Unaonekana umesomea utalii.
Huko penyewe sana. Na huko pia ndio nakaa sasa. Hii ndio inatengeneza mwili. Karibia na ya wili.
Yes, kabisa. This is the way. All right, so of course, thank you guys so much for coming. Campo Lodge, as they've said, is behind like Regency and Utalii ground floor. You can go and sample some of the food over there. Thank you so much for bringing the food. This is an amazing setup over here. And yote ni yangu. Forget the Ethiopians do sharing in yangu. So, again, thank you guys. And of course the DJ Crossfade for coming through. Always come at Cross the Master. Follow him on Twitter and also on Instagram as well. And also early on AY was in the building. Tuwasema shukran sana. Zigo. I don't know Zigo sasa na Zigo. Alisema ni wasichana supu sana. Mukitaka namba mutaniambia. Alright. And of course, my name is Julius Aburu, reminding us always that successful people look like you, and despite yesterday, the great Manchester United. We'll see you on Monday. Can we go?
All right, thank you very much, Willis, for that. And here we are with Solomon. It's disappeared. That name has just disappeared. So, Jonathan, yes, Jonathan. Okay, quickly tell us where you guys found and what days.
Okay, we found in...
The mic on? Yeah, no, there's nothing there. Okay, just tell me, then I'll tell people. Wood Avenue?
Wood Avenue next along the Nana Road.
Along the Nana Road?
Play every Friday and Saturday.
Every Friday and Saturday.
From 9 p.m. till late. 9
p.m. till late.
Yeah, you all invited to come in, drink, have good food.
All right, there you've had Ethiopian Garden House. That's on Wood Avenue. That's where you find these guys playing amazing music every Friday and Saturday from 9 p.m. till late. Nadros, thank you very much coming to explain to us the culture of the Ethiopian people. We really appreciate that. We're coming to the end of the Power Breakfast show. On behalf of everyone who makes this show a success, my name is Kiri Wangaro, wishing you a fantastic weekend. Be kind to one another. Be warm, be safe. For now, I leave you in the hands of these beautiful people to continue entertaining us. Good morning.